right now. And now we are online on YouTube. So hello, people from YouTube. Happy New Year. So as always, I'd like to start this conversation saying that TNT is a platform for all levels, beginners, intermediate, and advanced English. But it's not a class; it's a conversation. It's immersion. And I'm not a teacher, okay? I'm a host student, so I'm here to learn together, guys. I believe well, we are five, so it's not necessary to split the room. But if one more people coming, one more person coming, we can split the room, but it's not necessary yet. And the last and so important thing to remember is please, it is a safe place, so don't correct anyone. Let me make my mistakes. I make a lot of them. So let's begin. So, Joseph, as I don't know you, can you introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Joseph, how you guys know. I'm 27 years old. I live in Porto Alegre. I work in sales. I'm, it's my first time here in the platform. I never have done a meeting before. I don't know how you guys call here immersion, maybe. I'm learning things. I'm trying to setting things up in my Zoom to hear very well. So I'm just start to 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 make things get going.
Perfect. So, as your first time, first of all, welcome. He's the best
Thanks.
place ever. It's the best place, I can tell you. So, I believe that the main thing is the questions on the chat, and the way is 10, 40, 10. So, we just introduce everything in the first 10 minutes, the immersion during 40, and the end, it's 10. So
Okay.
at the end, we can talk more like about your experience, the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
And the questions in the chat, if you have any questions, you can ask, okay? It's not a problem. Everybody here is to help everybody. I'm not a teacher, okay? I'm a
Okay.
host student. I'm here to help everybody. But in the real life, I'm a nurse. So I can help you if you just get sick.
Okay.
And let me see. Everybody here is friends, okay? Everybody here, like Louise, Washington, yeah, everybody's amazing. And let me see. I believe is it. At the end, if you have any questions, you can ask. It's not a problem.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Cool.
Washington, go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay, and my name is Washner. I'm 44 years old. I live in Cuiabá, Brazil. I work as a software developer, and I'm married now because I got married in November. And I like spend my time with my wife, of course, mm, and just walking, reading books, and play with my dog. His name is Shiro. I'm dog lover, and of course, I most like to go fishing with my father. Maybe that.
Congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
Iago, go ahead.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Iago. I'm 29. I'm turning 29 actually today. Uh, I am an instructional designer. I love to read in my free time. I have 7 cats in my house. You can see one up here, the little ear. That's another one here. All the girls. I'm married. I'm yeah, and I like embroidering too. I think that's it.
Congratulations for you
Thank you.
too. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know if it's too good, being a birthday like 2 of January. Is it cool? Like everything just happened. and just having birthday. I don't know. Like my best friend
Things
just had
are too
birthday.
fast at the end of the year, so it's like everything at the same time. Christmas, New Year's, my birthday. I think that it's great. I don't make parties anymore because it's too hard to gather people in this time of the year. So I just consider that the people that we gather in the Christmas and New Year's, it's my socialized
It's your
time.
birthday. It's your
It's
birthday.
it's great, but in my birthday I like to stay home, chill, and that's it.
It's perfect. So, Luis, go ahead.
Hello everyone, my name is Luis. I am 44 years old. I am a data analyst and I'm here talking talk to improve my English skills, like speaking, listening, and I like to hear music. I like to play music, and is this?
It's the geek guy. Music, games, it's guys, if you someday want to know something about music and games, just call Luis. He knows everything, like everything. It's the brain of everything. So it's amazing. So guys, I'm Victoria. I am 26 years old. I live in Rio. I'm a nurse. And now I'm still studying web development. It's hard, but I'm trying. I'm not transitioning career. I'm just adding, but it's hard, guys. Like nursing was easier than web development. So easier. So, but I'm trying. I'm still trying. And I'm here on Talk and Talk since December 2022, but as a host since January 2024. And I believe this month I become 1 year as a host here on Talk and Talk. Like 20 days, 25. Yeah, 1 year. I'm so happy about that. So I believe it's it. Like on my free time, I like to do nothing, guys. So it's not so interesting. Like being a mom, being nurse, trying to study a new career. When I have a free time, just doing nothing, sleep or playing video games, the maximum only, but nothing more like that, more than that. So just the limit. And that's it. Let's begin it. So, Washner, can you read and answer the first one?
Yes. The first one. Okay. The two.
Yeah,
Uh,
the first one. Can you introduce yourself? Sorry. So, can you just read the
oh, it's
two,
okay.
please?
It's okay. What do you think are the biggest challenge in waste management today? Uh, I don't know if I have a vocabulary about waste management, but I will try. Um, uh, I think the biggest challenges are reducing um, the plastic waste or education people about recycling, and maybe many people don't know how to separate trash correctly. And I remember my mother was a history teacher and she worked on many recycle projects. And then she believed that recycling could bring many benefits to people. Yes, it is.
Perfect. Like being a mom. You said that your mom is teacher.
Yes,
So,
his history teacher.
history teacher. Oh my God. I almost failed on school because of history. The only thing. Oh my God, it's so awful. So, please go ahead. Question number two.
Well, I think that in nowadays our society is facing a big challenge because I think it's the first time in the human history that we have a easy way to buy a lot of things all the time, because now a lot of products are very easy to buy, and we don't know what to do about the waste, So sometimes I can realize that a lot of people can buy a lot of clothes, for instance, like clothes from Cheyenne or another website from China, for instance, and just waste like no tomorrow. And so I think that we need to rethink these kind of things.
Okay, now you make me think about that. Just buying a lot of clothes. Thank you, Luis. Thank you. Oh my God, it's so hard. So, Iago, save me, please. Go ahead. Question number two.
I I don't know. I think that the biggest challenge of waste management probably can be capitalism. As Luis said, we are always buying things. I have a Prime signature by Amazon. We can buy basically anything, books, I don't know, toothbrush, and all of these things can be sent separately. So, for example, if I buy five different things, it can be sent in different five packages. And I don't know about the carbon print, this kind of things, the plastic, the of course the cardboard, I think. No, card box. It can be recycled, but for me, for example, I think that in Brazil we don't have laws to ensure that we can recycle things. In my city, for example, we don't have any recycling cooperative or anything like that. We had once, but now we don't. So, for example, for me, if I separate my trash, I it mean nothing, because it won't be used for recycling. They all go to the same place. So I think that we need maybe regulation for this kind of things ins- that promotes recycling. It would be a good thing. But I think that the biggest thing is capitalism and how we consume things, and how big industries do harm to the earth, basically, like a lot of trash, a lot of plastic, a lot of poisoning rivers, the sea. I'm not that optimistic about this topic. Sorry.
It's totally okay.
Yes.
Like you said about wasting, like stores that selling things and just send them separate ways. I just bought two mattresses. You know the things that you put in your bed, the soft thing so that thing. I just bought in the same store, the same. I bought one for me, another one for my son, and just send in a separate way in separate days, and everything separated. So I was like, why I have like I don't know what's happened, because I can imagine you said about like the Amazon, but the Amazon you can just buy in different stores. So something happened in that case. I believe it's because you just bought in one store and another store, but everything is selling by Amazon. But in my case, I bought the same store, the same. I don't know why they separated my mattress. So that thing that you said is true. I don't know. They spend a lot of trash doing it. So okay, it's a good thing. Thank you for not making me guilt about my clothes that I'm buying a lot. I'm so happy about that. So yes, sir, go ahead.
Well, I believe the biggest challenge is it's too much waste, and we, as a society, we don't have a way to structure um, a disposal, a way to dispose this waste in a way that will be recycled, as something like Iago was saying. Uh, in city, he don't have a recycling facility or something like that. In mine, I have. We have something like that, but people and I say myself too. People don't separate the trash and the waste in the correct way, and sometimes even having this facility and even separating the waste in the correct way, even that way, uh, things don't work. So I believe the biggest challenge is making a structure to recycle that we work, and we as a society we produce too much waste. I work in sales, as I said, and I work in the selling furniture. It's furniture. Uh, I sob medida. I don't remember the term, but that's okay. And every piece comes in a plastic bag with plastic protections or in a card box with a tape with a lot of things that in the end of the process, when everything is ready in the client home, everything goes to trash, and it's a lot of trash for something like a kitchen. It's huge amount of trash, and we as a society we're not ready to separate this trash in a way that things will be cool. I believe this is the biggest style. Custom made. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know about the things that you don't know. I will believe in Iago, custom made, because I don't really
Uh,
know about it.
uh,
But you said, guys, Iago and Yosef, that the, the trash don't go to the right place. But I don't know if it's a law, a new law or something like that. But in my build, I don't live in house. I live in a build, and here we have to separate the trash. And there is a truck that just come here and leave the trash. And people that don't do it pays a fee. If you don't separate, if you're separate or put in a wrong place, you receive a fee. Fee? It's a fee, right? It's something that you have to pay. I believe it's fee in it, and so it's hard. And I don't know if this truck deliver in the right place, maybe, but I believe it should be a law like you have to separate your trash, even if you don't live in a build, you live in a house, because you make trash in the same way. So it's not everything. So it's not the solution. Just separate one kind of trash for one kind of people. I believe it should be for everybody. I don't know. And I don't know how to answer the question, guys. So, yeah, I will agree with everybody. Like I agree with Iago, Washington, Yosef, Luis, kind of, just kind of, not totally, because I want you to buy clothes. But I agree with you because you're right. But I want to
If
buy more.
if you see the real situation in Atacama Desert right now, you 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 will be very disappointed because all clothes from South America is going to there, and it's a very big trash. I will put a
Where?
link. Atacama Desert.
I
I
will
will
search
put
about it.
I will put a link in the.
There's a link in the chat.
I will put.
Okay. So I don't know. Like I just put the Atacama Desert here and don't appear anything. So just send me the link. I believe it will be better, and I will try to not feel so huge. So I don't know. I will agree with everybody, okay, but I don't really know how to answer it because I don't know. It's not the teeny things. I believe we have to manage the huge things, the bigger. We have to, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know how to think about that. I just want to, say the word, but I don't know how to do that. So it's not a real answer. So let me see. Yosef, can you read and answer the question number three? You're muted. It's normal. Everybody do it.
I'm sorry. How do you personally contribute to reducing waste in your daily life? Well, I actually don't do a lot. I could do better. I could separate the trash in a better way, but I uh, at least try to separate the organic from the recycle one. So at least that I can do. But separate plastic, glass, or paper, this I personally don't do. I could do better than that. But I'm sorry. But I actually don't do that a lot. I could do better. Uh, that's my contribution actually.
But it's cool, because if you're just separating the trash, it's just helping a lot. Because imagine people trying to get these organic things together with, recycled things and everything's so dirty. And so even if you don't separate it, everything, just separated the organic, it's cool, it's
Yeah, I
helping.
believe that I believe that helps because some things like paper, if you mix with organic things, you cannot recycle anymore. So I believe it
Yeah,
helps, but
it's not
the more
perfect.
complex way, I don't do.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's better
Yeah,
than nothing.
yeah, yeah.
It's perfect. So, please go ahead. And please don't say don't buying a lot of clothes, okay? And go
Yes,
ahead.
but no, I usually I don't buy a lot of clothes. I'm a low profile with these fashion things. I think, but I try to watch myself to avoid to buy some brands. Some I try to think before buying. Uh, I try to make a double check if I need something. And yes, I am the same page about Yosef said before. I try to separate my trash, these things, but firstly, I try to avoid to buy useless things.
Okay, that one is so hard, That one is hard because you just see something really cool and you want to buy. I had a problem when I was younger, like when I was a teen, because I spent a lot of time on the internet. And when you are a teen and you are on the internet, you're just buying a lot of things that you don't really need, like laser. I just bought a laser, guys, just to put on the lights from the street, like the poste. I don't know how to say poste. So if you put the laser there, you just can just turn the lights off. And that for me was amazing. And I spent a lot of money with lasers just to do that. It's
Yeah.
teen, I was a teen. And I bought a lot of things that I don't really need it to, like teeny things or a lot of pen drives, just because it was cool, like a pig pen drive, a bullet pen drive. I don't use it anymore. So don't buy things from China when you're a teen. The worst thing that you can do.
But I'm failing. I'm feeling that I will fail this week because there's a new site called Temu, I think, and they are giving a drone for free. I know that is that is bullshit. I know that I will be fooled, but I will try.
Oh my
Buy
God.
something that
Okay.
I don't need.
Please tell me if it just go right, okay? Just let me know when you receive everything. Oh
Okay.
my God. I almost do the same, but I control myself. Oh my God. So, Washner, go ahead.
Okay, very nice what everyone said. And let me see the question again. Sorry. How do your personality contribute to reduce waste in your daily life? Uh, when I come back of supermarket, for example, I try to use uh, reusable bags when I go shopping, and also recycle paper, plastic, glass at the home too, of course. And I usually do this because of my mother's influence. She always taught me the importance of recycling and uh, how it can help the environment, maybe.
Okay, you said about using recycled bag to go to the supermarket. I have
Yes,
just one question. How can you remember to bring the bag before you leave home? How?
I don't know exactly, but when I lived at the home, I used many papers, bags, or plastic at all the time. And now I don't use them anymore.
Yeah,
I
I
I don't know.
try. I try to do that. I have a recycle bag and I try to go to the supermarket with it. But every time that I just leave home, I just remember the bag when I'm in
Forgot.
the supermarket.
Me too.
So I have to buy because, I have to buy a plastic bag because I forgot the recycle one at home. So I just
Yeah.
bought the recycler to be at home, not to leave and go to the supermarket. One day I will just discover one way to not forget the recycle bag at home. It's my challenge for 2025
It's happened. It's normal. It's
all the
okay.
time.
All the time.
So
I
yeah, good.
I
No, sorry, Washington, go ahead.
I have about 10 of them now. 10 bags. I always forgot in my
Yes,
home.
buy another one. So it's perfect. Perfect. I'm glad to hear that I'm not the only one that do it. I'm so happy. So yeah, go ahead.
I I really don't know how I personally contribute because, as I said, it would be nice to separate my trash, but my city we don't have anything to take the separated trash. So I really don't know, but I think that one of my goals this years is try to consume less because I know that I buy a lot of things sometimes. And that's a challenge for me because, as we discussed, it's really easy now to get things. And sometimes we really don't need that thing. And I think that I will take Louis' advice to think twice before buying something, or maybe wait the next day, I think, to analyze if I really need it. Because I think that, of course, there's a thing that stores do to us is to try to sell things that you don't need it, but they sell as a necessity, as a thing that is really necessary for your life, that is really life changing, you know. And even though I know that it's a selling strategy, I still I still buy that thing, you know. So that's a goal that I have for this year. Try to consume less, to in somehow I don't know how to say, but to generate less waste, because that generates a carbon print that I don't know how much it is. You know, the transportation, the this thing that we talked about it. But personally, I really don't know. I really would love that my city had something that I could destinate my trash better. Because, for example, I had in my house 5 broken cell phones because I didn't have any place to take. And then I was talking to a friend from Fortaleza, and and I was asking him if they could take somewhere, because there was 5 cell phones trash trash that I didn't have any place to take, you know. So yeah, it would be better if I had a place to take this kind of things. And technology is something that if they go to the trash is really damaging. So we need to be really careful about these things. Batteries, for example.
Yeah, like here in Rio, if you go to the mall, the shopping mall, you have a place that you can put there, like batteries, like these pilhas. You can put there pilhas, normal batteries, or like when you had a toy that you have to put those things, you can just put there too. Cell phones, a lot of things. So you just go to those places and live there. The shopping mall. It's not and the mall just goes and do whatever they have to do with the trash. So I think it's cool. And other thing you said about places to do that, other things that I just realized that people don't know about, and it's not all the drugstore, but there are drugstores that you can just put your trash, like medicines that is not valid anymore. You can't put in the trash, in the normal trash. You have to go to the drugstore and return the medicine, the pills, or things like that. So I don't know if everybody knows about that. And like just when you um oh my God, there are other kind of medicines, like when you're diabetic and you have to, like you can just return the trash, the needle, the the pen, everything you can return to the drugstore to go to a better way, not just putting in the normal trash. So it's not everybody that know about that. So it's interesting. I don't do it, unfortunately. I do it in my own hospital. Okay, I work in a hospital, so I just go to the hospital and put there. It's better for me. I don't waste time. I go to there to work, so I use the trash of there. It's better. But I don't remember there's something that I really do it to help. The only thing is the medicine, but it's not a lot of them, so it's not a really great help. And the trash is normal. I'm like Joseph. I just separate it, but it's not in a perfect way. Just the organic from everything else. So, and I don't like the other people because I buy a lot of things. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not an example for that. So it's awful. So let me see. Iago, I believe we have enough time for one more question. So don't have to be the next one. You can read the questions, choose one, read and answer it.
I think that the next one it's a nice one. How do it no number four. How do you think technology can enhance waste disposal practice? I think the technology can be helpful. I always think when I read this question, I was thinking about those platforms that they have in Europe, some countries, on subway stations, this kind of things that you put a can or a bottle, a plastic bottle, and then you get some coins in return, you know? I think that it will be a nice thing to, it's a really simple technology if we think about it. And it will be a really nice way to incentivize. I think that's it, people to take the trash, separate the trash, and put that to go to the right place, you know. I believe that technology can be very helpful, but as I said, we need to be aware that it's not our individual fault that the planet it's like it is now. It's the big industries because it's not our water waste in our house. It's not because we don't separate trash that we have a lot of waste in the world. That's the big industry fault, the big industry that it's polluting a lot, you know. So of course, our individual actions can change some things in our neighborhood, in our streets, to be cleaner, to things to go to the right place. But we really need to recognize the whose fault is, you know, because it's not, for example, Victoria, it's not your personal fault that you buy a lot of things. That's the system that we live that incentivizes us to buy a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people that do the same. But if I do it and can just say it for other people, it's more people. It's not only me. But I will just nobody knows. So, but you said one thing that it's important. We have to think bigger. It's not one thing. Of course, it's important, but we have to think bigger. And one thing that I just realized, it's not about real the question, guys, but I just thinking about that. In your city has a lot of trash, bins, trash bins on the streets. Yeah.
Yes, in my city there's a lot because there's a because it's very these things about nature is very strong here, you know. So we have a lot of trash cans for all. Well, I don't know how is in another neighborhoods, but in the city center and nearly neighborhoods, there's a lot.
It's great. What about you, Washington?
Mm, technology can be a good tool for everything you want, of course, and can help be can help be by creating better recycle system or apps, website to teach people how to recycle correctly better. And of course, the public policies should also encourage more recycling practice and support to technological solution for waste management too. Maybe technology is a good tools for all.
Yeah, I believe on that. I agree with you. So, yes, go ahead.
I was reading the questionnaire. I was remembering. I don't know if you guys have seen these machines that people use in agro to separate like potatoes or tomatoes, the good ones to the bad ones. They have like a reading thing that in a esteira, I don't remember the word, the food slide na esteira, and have mechanical arms that separate the good ones, the bad ones. And I just thinking that that will be very nice if you have this in a recycling facility. You know, you have all the recycle trash, the sliding there, and these arms separate like the glass, the plastic, the you know the ones that need to be separated. It's would be very nice, and you know it's maybe a idea to develop a machine like that and be millionaire.
Of course,
Uh,
of course. Like it would be amazing. Imagine like you can save the planet just with a machine. So I believe it's cool.
Yeah, I just saw the question and I remember that. Will be very cool because in my city, I know that they have a place to put the waste, and people like sort the waste in a manual way. They pick the glass, the paper, the cans, and they separate in a manual way. So maybe if you have like a technology to help them to make things more fast, and so you can sort more and more and more in a faster way, you can reduce the trash in a way that is bad, in the way that's pollute that's bad for the environment.
Yeah, it's a good one. Like when you have to say an idea to not someone
A
stole your
patent.
idea and say, yeah, just do
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, yeah.
do it. So I was thinking about one thing. I don't know if it was was Iago said it about the cell phone and things like that. I just realized new cars are electric cars, and buying a new battery is more expensive than buy a new car. So a lot of people, yeah. So in the future, maybe 5 years, a lot of battery cars and cars like that will be in the trash because it's more cheaper just buying a new car. So it's more trash that is not being recycled. The it's not brand, like the empresa, marca do carro. The fabric, not fabric. Fabric it's about that, I believe. So, the industry could do a discount, sale. If you just give your old car, they can recycle and give you a discount in your next car in the same company. It should be okay to recycle the battery, because it's not easier to recycle something like that. I just thinking about that when you said about battery because car is a really big thing. My God, it's so strange. So Luis, go ahead. I was just thinking. So go ahead. It's your turn. Question number 5, I believe.
Five. Okay.
Four, four, four,
Four.
four. Sorry.
Uh,
Yeah.
I, I I think that technology failed in one point because nowadays we use a lot of paper in nowadays, But I think that since the beginning of the internet, I was there, and they promised to us a very reduced in the paper using, But uh, you have a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of documents that we need using paper. So I think that's there's a lot of a paradox between technology and the waste, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you. So when we just started the question, I was thinking about just, okay, we can create an app, and in this app we can just organizing a social action, you know, that you can just put a lot of new people that trying to entering in a area job, as a job, but it's a volunteer job. They can help the world doing those things like cleaning places and separated trash, and they count as a voluntary job and help them to when they going to find the job. So they are helping the kids, and you're helping the planet because you're doing this trash job. But a lot of things happen, and I really like the Yosef idea, and make me think a lot. But I don't know. It's about technology because you are just creating an app, and an app can be divulgated. You can say about the app on the internet, so you can find a lot of people. You can, you're helping people, you're helping the world, and you're using technology. But I don't know, it's so complicated. Oh my God. This subject just made me think a lot. So I don't know how to answer the question. I will just say about the app and it's everything. And I agree with everybody because everybody says something interesting. So people, unfortunately, we don't have more time for more questions. So people from YouTube, thank you for being here with us. It was